Hello viewers, welcome to UN Autonomous Colors. Today we are going to discuss about a new concept that is known as internationalization in JSP part. So we know that what are the different ways to analyze, what are the different aspects of just we can say page directives and scriptlet tags and how to paging or date handling mechanisms also we are using, but today we are learning about what are the different steps to make it as a and part of that is internationalization. So in this concept we are learning what are the different steps through which you can make it as internationalization. So according to that internationalization we make a JSP part is so good way to represent in our server section. Now we can focus on slide. So in this section we are learning what are the different outlines related to a topic we are going to discuss, that is known as introduction to that topic, then how to detecting locally, then languages setting, then locally specific dates we are learning from this concept. So here first of all we are learning what is the real meaning of that is known as internationalization. So here internationalization is represented through I18N. This means enabling a website to provide different versions of content translated into the visitor's language or nationality. We know that whenever user can accessing any type of website and their website are getting through their own languages, that may be Indian, that may be Chinese, that may be Odia, Hindi, whatever you can say. So that system must be supported to each and every type of languages. But how to make it supported to each and every platform? That's why we make it that is known as internationalization. So here that international platform also provided to JSP which can easily translate it what are the different type of digital language as well as some nationalities what are they going to discuss about in their server section. So here the localization is denoted through that is known as L10N. This means adding resources to a website to adapt it to a particular geographical or cultural region, for example Hindi translation to a website. We know that whenever user want to designing any type of website only we have in international language that is known as English. It is also possible to design a website through some other languages like Hindi, Bengali and any Telugu, whatever we have languages we can design our websites according to the culture we can prepare it. It is also possible due to the concept of internationalization in our JSP part. So here also we have another option that is known as a locale. In that locale which provides a particular cultural or geographical region, so it is usually referred to as a language symbol followed by a country symbol which are separated by an underscore. Whenever user want to design any type of theme, basic theme, so in that theme must be referred through this EN_US. According to that underscore we can just differentiate between different states, that is known as EN and US. Represent the English locale for US. That means whenever user can learning what is the meaning of this EN_US, which shows that it is known as English locale for US. That means those persons are staying in the US, means United States of Kingdom. So in that area they are generally using their mother tongue as a English. So they are preferred to using their websites and any softwares they can prepare on that basis. So next we are going to discuss what are the real use of this internationalization in JSP part. So there are a number of items which should be taken care of while building up a global website. Whenever user want to develop a global website, we should aware about it. What are the different type of cares we can prefer to design it. So this tutorial generally today lecture is only not give you complete details on this, but it will give a good example on how you can offer your web page in different languages to the internet community by differentiating their location that is known as a locale. So according to their locality language they can design their websites very flexible and very reliable way. So we need to prefer this kind of mechanisms in our JSP part. So due to that feature we are getting the international page of that JSP section. So here a JSP can pick up appropriate version of the site based on the requesters locally and provide appropriate site version according to the local language, culture and requirements. Following is the method of the request object which returns the locale object. Because you know that whenever user want to develop any type of website they need to prefer to design any type of technique that is known as with the help of that util package we can make a method that is known as get locale, and that get locale method must be called through this local request. According to this local request class helps to invoke a method that is known as get locale. According to that method we can easily invoke a specific type of language according to the user wish or user demand. So in the next section we are learning how to detecting a locale. So here we have some steps how to detecting it. So following are the important locale methods which you can use to detect requester's location, language and codes of locale. So here all the above methods generally used in our JSP part, how to mentioning what are the different locale used in our JSP section to detecting a specific type of language. So here we have some methods which are defined in this slide. Here we have a method named as a string is a class, and that string class is returns value, and we have a method that is known as a get country method. So this method returns the country or region code in uppercase for this locale in ISO, that is mentioned as a 3166 2-letter format. According to this section or this method, we are getting a appropriate ISO certified opportunity or offer, or you can say one scope to design a letter in that format. That may be English, that may be Hindi, Urdu, whatever you can say. So in the next method, that is known as a get display country method, it returns also string type. So this method returns a name for the localized country that is appropriate for displaying to the user. Whenever user want to add some technique for a specific type of user according to their demand, they must return their specific locale language to a specific type of user who can invoke this method. So here we have another method named as a get language method. So that is also written in string type. So this method returns the language code in lowercase for this locale in ISO 339 format. According to that format, we are getting an option, and that option code helps to creating a web page according to that concept, that may be English, Hindi, Urdu, whatever. So due to that way, we can learning the lowercase format of that language. So the next fourth method known as a get display language, which type of language used in our website, that may be English, Hindi, whatever, but here this method returns a name for the localized language that is appropriate for display to the user. So according to this statement, we are getting a specific type of language which is used in our programming language. So the next method named as a get ISO 3 country method, which returns a string type value. So this method returns a 3-letter abbreviation for this localized country, because we have to detect what are the 3 abbreviation country name, that maybe just we can say IND is known as India, ISO, then ASCII, whatever. This type of method helps to just grasp the total language of a specific country. Last but not least, here we have another method named as a get ISO 3 language. That means in that part, which type of language generally used in that section. So here this method returns a 3-letter abbreviation for this localized language. Whenever user can choose this 3 localized language format, so in that moment we are getting an environment. According to that environment, we can create it for local abbreviation with the format of 3, and it returns only the language, not the name of whatever countries we are using in our system. So in the next slide, we are going to discuss what are the different examples are related to our topic. The following example shows how to display a language and associated country for a request in a JSP. Here we have some coding format. In the first above part, we are defining as a directive tag, that is known as a paste directive tag. That's what is written as a %@, then written here page. Then we have an attribute that is known as the import. In that import attribute, we can specify 2 type of package, that is known as IO package, the next known as a util with some specific class that is known as a locale. Next import package also used, that is known as a Soblet package, another known as a HTTP Soblet package. Means both generic as well as HTTP Soblet package used in this program. So here we can define some scriptlet tag. In that scriptlet tag, we can define some code which are mentioned, that is known as we are using a class named as a locale. By using this class, we can define an object that is known as a locale. In that object, we can define some object that is known as a request.get locale method. Whenever user can invoke get locale method through this request object, we are getting a reference of that locale of a specific country or language format. Similarly, we have another object that is known as a language, which is also string type. It can also retrieve some string variation type of languages through this locale. That is known, locale is known as the object of this locale class. and we can invoke a get language method. Whenever that method is invoked, automatically the whole language which are used in that country is retrieved from this language string object. Last but not least, here also have another object that is from the country, and it is also one string type of language or object. So in that object we can store one class that is known as a locale.getCountry. Whenever user can invoke this locale.getCountry method, it is also written a specific type of country which are used in the programming part. So here then we can define the whole HTML programming package. That is means we can define HTML, then we can define head. In that head we can define the title. Inside in the title section we are writing one name that is known as a detecting locale. How to identify which type of locale we are preferred to design that program. Then we can close that heading section. Then we can write the body section. In that body section we write a statement. It must be written in the center of a web browser that is named as the detecting locale, which is present in the center position. Next we have a paragraph. In that paragraph section also we have an attribute named as align, which is used for center alignment. So in that paragraph section we also writing some scriptlet tag. In the scriptlet tag we are going to print what are the different type of locale and language or country retrieved through this three type of object named as a locale, language and country. We can going to printing through this out.println method. Here we are going to printing the which type of language used in this country. We are prefer to printing it. So in this section we need to design it by mentioning this section that is known as out.println, and that is known as language. In that language section we need to mention it. Then we are also printing out.println method. We are printing the country name through close the break tag. In one by one we are going to printing it. Then we can close that scriptlet tag, then paragraph tag, then close that body, then finally HTML. So in this way we can designing this whole program, and that is a part of an internationalization program. So if a user want to design this international program in a single sequence, which is very useful for a specific type of user or specific type of client, and this program helps us to identify which websites are prefer to design their websites according to their language or their, just we can say, country or any local variations. It is most important thing. So in the next slide we are going to discuss how to setting their languages in this section. So here if a user want to develop any type of coding section, in that we are going to developing this section. So here a JSP can output a page written in a Western European language such as English, Spanish, German, French, Italian, Dutch, etc. Here it is important to set content language header, then to display all the characters properly. So another important point is to display all the special characters using HTML entities, that is known as ampersand #241. Then we can written here represents one basic theme that is written as, which is that is a part of n complement. And here also we have another symbol that is written as ampersand #161, which represents I as follows. Now we can next we are going to discuss what are the different language setting formats used in our JSP part. So in this way also we can define two packages. That package similar with the previous program, same IO package and util locale package also used in this program. Next we are defining two Servlet package, that is known as Zendesk Servlet as well as we can say HTTP Servlet package. And it must be written within a scriptlet tag. We can define some code. In that code we need to define an object that is known as a response object. Through that response object we can set the content type, what type of content we are using in our program, that is text type or HTML type. So the next step we are going to define response dot set header. This set header method we can define two parameter, that is known as a content language type parameter. Next ES is a one type of language, that is known as maybe we can say English, whatever. But here we can say the title, that is an in optional. It is a one statement using in this title. So we can define a code, HTML code. Similarly that HTML code must be defined as a tag. Then we can define the heading section. In that heading section we are going to printing what are the different type of titles is setted in this program, that is known as en epsilon, which is already displayed in that out.print method, which is a method of this Servlet class. So here, due to these properties, we can easily tracking the whole programs in an efficient manner. So next thing, we are defining a body section. In that body section, we are going to define how to make it as a center some title. In that moment also, we can take the help of title tag. In the title section must be written inside your center tag. In the center tag, we can write here h1 tag to make it as a highlighted, and in that part we can taking the help of scriptlet tag. In the scriptlet tag, we are going to printing out that print method with the specific title, then end with semicolon. So it is a way through which you can be printing it. So we can close that heading section. Whenever user can design this section, we can easily maintain in our programming part. So here also we define another section that is known as a div. It's a division section with a specific alignment that is known as the center. Then we have paragraph that is known as en, optional, and is our name. Instead of this name, you can write anything else. Then hola, mundal is the one way to define these two words in that part. Finally, we can close that div section. Similarly, we can close a body as well as HTML. So if a user, we can need to define this whole program according to a specific sequence. If a user is not aware about it, how to define this kind of programs in an efficient manner, then the whole result should be corrupted or maybe interrupted by anyone else. So a user must be aware about it in what are the different ways to define this type of statements or methods in their program. So that if a user is more aware about it, they can easily take the help of this type of object like response, then request, then that is known as a locale class, then get language, get country, whatever. The next slide we are going to discuss what are the different type of locale specific dates were used in our JSP program. User can use the package that is known as a text.get format. By using this date format class, we can belongs to a text package. It is specially static get date time instance method to format the date and time specific to locale. Because you know that in a locale system we have a system defined date. If a user need to change this system date according to their own wish, we can take the help of this method, and that method named as a get date time instance method. Through this method, we can easily retrieve the time of, or we can say date of a specific system. We can manually change according to their requirement. If a user can specially changing it in a particular format, then we are getting a one specific program that is known as how to changing the date format. Similarly, also we can import three packages like IO package, then util local package, then Soblet HTTP package, then we can import also text or date format, then util package. Whenever these three packages are imported in our program, then we can define a title with a named as a locale specific dates. Then also another object we have a locale, which belongs to locale class. It can define as a request.get locale method. Then we also have another object that is known as a date. It also defined with a date format.get date time instance method. So in that method also we can invoke it. So another part is known as a date format.full and date format.sort with some parameter like locale.format new date method. Whenever user can invoke this method, we can easily change the system date and time according to their own requirement. If a user is not aware about it, then we are getting a big error at the time of communication. Because one most important thing is that if a user is not defined this type of classes in a proper order, in that moment also we are getting a big delay or big error at the time of generation of these codes. Next, we can close that scriptlet tag. Then finally we can start the HTML code. First of all, we can write the HTML tag, then we can define head tag. In that head tag, we can define title. In the title tag, we can write which type of title is set in this program. That is printed through out.print with title. That is written as locale specific dates. And we can close it to semicolon, then we can close this scriptlet tag, then close the title tag. Then we can close the heading section. Whenever this line is printed or written, then automatically the user can printing or writing each and every code in a specific sequence. Then user can start a body section. In their body section, user must return the center tag. In the center tag, we are going to printing out a print method. We can printing the title of a specific program. So here we can close the center tag. In that center tag, also written different type of statements. User may write it. There is no problem. Finally, however, we have two tag that is known as a div division tag. and the division tag will contain some paragraph written as a local date, and that is written as out.print with a specific type of date which is closed in that section. Then finally we can close a body section, then HTML section. So in this way we can opening the whole coding part according to a user requirement. So if a user is not aware about this type of coding sequence, then we will never make it our JSP as an international format. If a user want to design their whole coding section in an international format, we must be aware about this type of sections like locale and how to define the language and countries, whatever. So due to this coding, we can easily develop any type of website according to their own requirement. Maybe depends on the country demand or any type of language demand. We can easily develop it. If you have any type of doubt, please try to contact through YouTube channel comment box. Okay, final, thank you. Have a nice day.